Again, it's a redskin.
Hello adventurers, and welcome to part 2 of episode 3 of Zero to Hero. If you haven't checked out part 1, I encourage watching that one first, just because I do go over some things that I don't go over as much in this episode, or in this part rather, and that would be stuff like the collection log and then a little bit more information about the camp. So I'll be leaving that link in the description, and then also, as always, if you enjoyed this episode, please like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. Other than that, thank you for watching and enjoy. So here again in my camp, I am just looking at what I'm needing to upgrade the camp. In this case, it's going to be the blacksmith and then the ranch. So make sure you build those and make sure you upgrade them as soon as possible. These were unlocked from doing bosses, so they won't be available to you right away. So just kind of keep that in mind and then be cognizant of it whenever you do these bosses, that new content will be unlocked. So here I did just want to show you that you can awaken your gear. The only thing is that they are locked until you complete a quest, so you'll have to accept these quests, and then for them, you'll have to do different tasks. So another thing is, make sure that you do these early on. Some of them, you'll end up having to defeat monsters, and along the way while you're doing the quest, you'll be defeating these monsters. The ones that are pretty quick and easy to do, just look at them and then try to do them. But like these defeating monsters, again, accept them early on, and then while you're doing them, just go ahead and do it. But some examples of quick and easy ones would be the boss rush. So for boss rush ones, just go ahead and raise your highest level available for them, and then go ahead and do it. That way you can knock them out early, but then also you have a limited number of quests that you can accept. So accept the ones that you can do quickly, and then move on to the ones that are coming up along in your quest line. So here I did just want to come back to Velia and get a little bit of extra knowledge. Other than that, I'm not really doing much here. I am looking for ways to get these boss fragments. I am going to need more silver for it, but you can easily buy them from a shop and then just turn it in then. So here again, I am just accepting these quests and then knocking out the easy ones. The next one I'm going to do are these ancient ruins. So this is super easy. So do that one as soon as and as quickly as possible. I end up doing something a little bit unnecessary here, but for the time being, I figured I might as well just do it just for some quick CP. So I went ahead and crafted some gear. It's gonna be yellow gear. You don't really need to do this because if you keep doing the quest line, you'll end up getting red gear anyways, but I figured this would be a quick little boost to my CP, and then it would let me accept more of those tickets, and then by getting more of those tickets, I can keep skipping these quests. So this is optional. I don't recommend it though. So now that I've gotten all of my buildings upgraded and all of the buildings built, I upgraded my town hall to tier 4, so that's awesome. And then once again, rinse and repeat, just look at what is required, what levels are needed, upgrade your buildings, and just keep making progress. So because I am starting to get at higher levels, the time will increase for these to be done. So again, make sure you're doing your highest strength characters to do these tasks. So this is really where it's going to start helping you, so it won't take as long. And that's North Calpheon 5 done. There's Southeast Calpheon 1 being done, and North Calpheon being completed. There's Southeast Calpheon 2. And what do you know, Southeast Calpheon 3. Here again, I am just working on my camp, and then in the meantime, I'm also going to be doing these ancient ruins, just to unlock my awakened gear. I'm just gonna buy my boss fragments now. I believe I have enough silver, so in any town you can go to this person and they will sell you these boss fragments. They have the icon of a boss on there, so just click it in your list of characters, your NPCs, and then you can run over there. Again, this one does take a little bit of silver. Early on, it's kind of a lot, but in the grand scheme of things, it's not a lot of silver at all. And then also here, I am going to Patrigio. You do need stamina to look at his items, but this is a really good way to get your pets early on. And if you haven't, well, I guess it's not available yet, but you can upgrade his shop later on, but don't do it early just because you can get the tier 2 pets from him. And the lower the tier, honestly, the better, because you're gonna need those all the way up to tier 7 anyways. But also you don't want to skip those lower tier pets as well. So getting tier 4s and 5s are great, but you still need to get those lower tiers as well. So here again, I'm just looking at these quests for awakening my gear and then accepting whichever ones I can actually do. So I'll accept the quest and then I'll go to that region and start defeating some of the monsters. So this is kind of what I had alluded to previously. So you can also sell your resources on the market. This is a quick and easy way to get some silver. Early on, these resources, I have so much just from those support chests. I'm gonna go ahead and use it because I'll end up getting them back eventually anyways from doing merchantry. So if you want to, you can do this just to make some silver. I would normally not recommend doing this, but just because I'm strapped for cash, I go ahead and do it anyways. And that Southeast Calpheon 4 done. This boss is actually really important because he unlocks your ability to enchant your gear. So that's going to give you a lot of extra CP just by enchanting your gear. The resources to enchant your gear early on, they're a little bit harder to come by, but later on it'll be pretty easy to get. So you won't necessarily be able to enchant right away, but it will come in handy here soon. And then also, as a reward for completing that boss and that quest, you actually got a really good set of gear. So what I had done earlier was completely for nothing, and you get this JIN gear, which is orange tier. I think it's mystical or whatever it's called. So whenever you get it, immediately put all of your enhancements onto it, and then just equip that gear instead. It's a really nice upgrade, and then it has 3 slots for crystals if you want to equip any crystals. And there is Southwest Calpheon 1. Here I'll just be doing another Gear Awakening quest, and this one's going to be for defeating, for doing boss rushes after a certain level. So I'll be doing this with Red Nose just because that's the lowest CP requirement, and I kind of recommend doing the same. It's a little bit easy, and then also while you're doing it, you can skip 5 levels at a time, so just make sure that you're doing the hardest difficulty and skipping those so you don't have to use as many boss passes. And that is Southeast Calpheon clear, and we are starting Southwest Calpheon. And there's Southwest Calpheon 2 done. So here's where the rewards really start to get better. You'll start getting Abyssal equipment. So I got this belt, and then I was also able to awaken it. By awakening your gear, you get a nice boost to your CP, and then you're also able to unlock your enhancements for that awakened gear. So the enhancements are going to give you a lot more CP than your normal enhancements, or your awakened enhancements are going to give you a lot more. But that's also Southwest Calpheon 3 done. And there's Southwest Calpheon 5. Once you finish this quest, make sure you pick up this box. It's going to be a great upgrade for your weapons. And there's Southwest Calpheon 6. Followed by Southwest Calpheon 7. And there's Southwest Calpheon 8. And then also, if you kind of saw it in the events tab, there are not going to be any more skips really after you're done with Southwest Calpheon. So you'll have to keep doing the quests either through the auto quest pass that you get, So you can just let it run by itself, but there is a limited amount of time that you can do that. But then also, as you go along, it kind of unlocks itself where it can auto quest. So it's a little bit weird. Some parts you'll have to do manually, some parts you'll be able to do automatically. So just kind of keep an eye on that and be aware of that as well. So there's Hexe Marie, and she actually unlocks merchantry for you and then a couple other things, so that's really nice. But also, following completing this, you'll unlock a story which is going to be for recruiting another ally. So this is basically going to be a quest for you to create another character. The rewards are actually really good from doing this, so early on I do recommend doing it. It's quick, it's easy, you get another character, which you'll need more characters once you start doing your tower trials. So you'll need a lot more characters, so that'll be really useful. And there is Southwest Calpheon 9 done. And again, this is really nice now because you're getting Abyssal gear. So once you have this Abyssal gear, go ahead and swap your enhancements to it. And if you can, or if you want to, go ahead and enchant that gear as well as awaken it. So there's Southwest Calpheon clear, and then now we are starting South Media. So now that I'm in Media, I'm going to come back to my camp and then kind of see what gear I can awaken, and then also I'm going to see what I can do to upgrade my camp and then also upgrade my building. So this is going to take a lot more stamina, but make sure that you do it early on again, because it is going to take a lot of time. This is pretty much the last thing that I'm going to do for this day, and then I'll just leave all of those to upgrade overnight, and then the next day I'll continue where I had left off. And then also, just as another reminder, while you're upgrading your camp, make sure that you're making more lodgings and then hiring more workers, the workers with strength. Again, sorry to keep harping on that, but it's really important early. Alright, so now that my camp is pretty much set up, that's pretty much everything that I had for today. This will be the end of episode 3 and the end of day 1. So hopefully this helped you out. I kind of went over a lot. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. And then also, as always, if you would, please like and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate your support. And then let me know what you'd like to see in the future other than just this series. Again, I am still trying to catch up to the current progress of the account, so I'll be trying to make these videos a little bit more frequently. And then if I can, I'll also do a little bit better of editing for them instead of just kind of skipping through. So look forward to that. And as always, I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.